Open your eyes.
What?
Wake up.
5 more minutes.
Open your eyes.
I don't care, just 5 more minutes, please. Alright, I'm up. Jeez. Whoa. Holy. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that an open world? I'm dreaming. This is a dream. I haven't woken up yet. I'm gonna punch myself in the face and I'll wake up. Nope, I'm awake. Definitely awake. All the colors, all the Pokemon. Oh my gosh. This is mind-blowing, really. Surely I'm dreaming. Who are you? What have you done with Pokemon? Holy massive info dump. This is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. Literally. The recent Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct revealed an immense amount of details, including new Pokemon, an open area, Pokemon roaming the overworld, raid battles, giant Pokemon, new gym battles, new characters, and legendaries. Actually, that's about it. Guess I said everything I need to. Goodbye, you good people. Well, hold up. I've actually got a little more to say than that. So much so that I wanted to dedicate an entire deep dive video to it, where I had analyzed every little detail and pieced together my own unique theories. But there's this thing called E3 in a few days. Don't know if you've heard about it. If I was a full-time YouTuber, I'd be scrambling just to put together an acceptable video before Tuesday. But when you add my day job to the mix, the best I can do is this off-the-cuff reaction video. So please excuse me for being less than organized. I was excited going into the June 5th Pokemon Direct, even without knowing what would be revealed. While I may not be in love with the series as much as I was in the past, I still have fun with the games and am genuinely hyped when a new entry is announced. Perhaps as a testament to that excitement, sleeping and working the past few days have been brutal. The anticipation has been killing me. Granted, part of that is probably due to E3 in general, but Pokemon was making me all sorts of anxious ever since the conference last week. And not the bad kind of anxious either. But even all my work, procrastination, and sleepless nights couldn't prepare me for what Game Freak delivered. Do you remember before the Sword and Shield revealed back in February, when rumors were going around about the next Pokemon game being a Breath of the Wild-like game? When the reveal trailer seemingly disproved that, a lot of people, especially YouTubers, made fun of fans for thinking that. Well, look who's laughing now. I'll admit, I was a doubter. I didn't think Pokemon would ever take the open world approach, at least anytime in the near future. But man, did I hope Game Freak would hear the cries of fans for less linearity and hand-holding. But at the same time, my mind doubted that they would ever make such a move. I pitied the Pokefans still holding hope for an open world game, for clearly they knew nothing about the inner machinations of Game Freak's mind. O ye of little faith. We have, for the first time, an open world free roaming area in Pokemon. An area filled with Pokemon in the overworld as well as creatures to be found through regular normal encounters. An area where Pokemon change depending on the weather. An area with branching paths inviting the player to freely explore the Galar region at their pace. What is the name of this area? The Wild Area. Really? That's the name you're going with? Not going to try and name something a little more witty, creative? Alright then. You do you, Pokemon, you do you. The Wild Area brings a new sense of freedom that I think has been missing since the earlier generations. It almost feels like the shackles are being taken off after being restricted to an area for so long. But now you get to roam wherever you feel like it, granted in this area, which I'm not exactly sure how big it is, because it's in the middle of the map. But maybe the size changes, or some things are restricted in the beginning, but then they open up later on. I'm not sure how it works, but either way, the fact that you can go anywhere, even if it's just in this little area, is amazing to me. What might just be as amazing is the free camera. I was a huge doubter, like a huge doubter that they would ever have a free roaming camera, like a camera that you could control. I thought the trailer deconfirmed it. It looked like it did. Clearly I was bamboozled. All those people who said that it was coming and I doubted you, I'm sorry. Forgive me for my weakness. But I have seen the light and this is amazing. I'm so glad that you can control it. It adds so much to the game. So much to the immersion at least. Also love how the seasons or weather changes. I think it's actually weather, not seasons technically, but either way, I like how it like snows, there's sandstorms, there's rain, and then there's sunshine. It's great. Again, an extra step into immersion. And not only that, different Pokemon will appear during that time. It's so good. So there's both Pokemon in the overworld and in random encounters, I think. It's actually not clear. The Pokemon website makes it sound like that the only random encounters you'll technically find are when you see an exclamation point in the grass, and then you walk over to that grass and initiate the battle. So walking in the grass and not knowing you're going to go into battle may not be a thing anymore. It may just be Pokemon models walking in the overworld, and then the occasional exclamation part pops up in the grass. I'll be honest, I was quite relieved to see random encounters come back, or at least I thought they were coming back from the reveal trailer. But at the same time, I'm willing to accept the overworld Pokemon. I'm willing to accept it. I do think you lose something without the random encounters, so I'm hoping that they have a nice blend of the two, have the overworld Pokemon, but also random encounters. I think that could be still enjoyable, but maybe Game Freak thinks differently. To me, it also begs the question, are there going to be any differences between the Pokemon you find in the overworld? Are the sizes going to be back, which I doubt, but are they going to be back? Is chaining going to work the same way as it did in Let's Go? I'm not sure, but it's exciting. It's exciting to see this, and they look so great in the overworld too. It makes it again feel alive. Oh man, I just want to play this game. So within the wild area, it looks like there are branching paths stretching to different cities, meaning there might not be a set path that you have to go to. Like you have to go to this city first, so you can go to this city, so this can unlock, etc., etc. Then again, we don't know how much the game was going to restrict that. We don't know if there is going to be like a construction sign that says, hey, no coming around here yet. Go over there where there's no construction, and so you have to walk to a certain city. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, so it's kind of pseudo-freedom. But then again, it would be really neat if they let the trainer decide where they go. Like have, at least in that middle area, have 3 or 4 cities that you can go to in any order, and then you just go to them. Now, that does present a problem. How do you work the strength of the gyms and the trainers along the way? There'd have to be some sort of game mechanic where the trainers match your level or something. It may not be that hard. I don't know. I'm not a game programmer. What I'm hoping is that, if you're level 20, the gym leader is going to be level 25, 26 or something like that, which can be pretty tough depending on the type of Pokemon you have. And then the next gym you go to, no matter what, is going to be, 5 or 6 levels higher than you are. But who knows? I mean, again, this is Pokemon we're talking about. Yeah, they're making new changes, but it's still same old Pokemon, so it might just be a set path and you have no choice where to go. But I think having the open world in general is such a huge step that I don't think it really matters if there's a set path you have to go through. Also, there are going to be normal routes. No surprise there, we've already seen that. And the Pokemon must get stronger as you go there, so that's good to know. It makes you wonder if you ever have a chance to return back to the wild area. Are the Pokemon going to be stronger based on the level of your Pokemon? Some sort of level progression where it matches the level that you are at? I mean, that'd be great. That could do a lot for a tougher challenge, I think. So here's hoping. But what's really neat about Sword and Shield, other than the wild area, are the classic routes and towns. In them, you can see trainers working, playing alongside their Pokemon. A Bud dude working at a bank or hotel. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it's either a bank or a hotel in my eyes. A Wynot playing hopscotch, etc. It's little things like this that breathes new life into the Pokemon world. Instead of being a standard video game world, the Galar region starts to become more relatable, more believable, similar to how Rhyme City worked in Detective Pikachu. This will make exploring the towns much more fun, especially if they fill it with tons of Pokemon. Could you imagine having side quests? I mean, it would be neat if they could implement it. They'd have to do it well, of course. But a side quest with different Pokemons and new characters. Think about it. Side quests aren't always fun. No, they're not always fun. They can just be fetch quests. But honestly, even fetch quests can be quite enjoyable. Dynamax is Sword and Shield's battle mechanic gimmick, comparable to Mega Evolution and Z moves in Gen 6 and Gen 7 respectively. We heard you like kaiju, so now everything is a kaiju. This is a necessary evil. You need to change the gameplay in some way to make each game new and exciting, but at the same time, they are so boring. Well, not even boring, it's more broken, you know? I guess maybe in that sense it is boring, but you know, whatever. I like Mega Evolutions. Z-Moves was too far, didn't like that. Maybe they're trying to make Dynamax a middle ground between the two. There's some good spots, I'll admit. At first I thought it was kind of neat, not gonna lie. But now, the more I look at it, the more I think about it, it's a little lame. I mean, I guess giant Pokemon is cool. I'm kind of in the middle on it. I've heard some people say, well, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. It's true. I'm not saying that they should take it out of the game. I'm just expressing my opinions here. I'm sorry you automatically like something that you haven't played before. Well, I'm sorry you dislike something you haven't played before. You know, you really mean today. He's like, yeah, well, Pokemon. Yeah, that sounds about right. I appreciate the 3-turn limit. It makes it so Dynamaxing your Pokemon at the right time really matters. It's kind of strategic in that way. I'm not sure how fun it will be. They're bigger monsters with less moves. But at the same time, I don't mind there being a spectacle. I don't mind there being some sort of cinematic attack. That's fun. The fact that it's in only certain places, it makes it an easier pill to swallow. Those places being gyms and raid battles. Raid battles occur in the wild area, and I assume only there. I'm pretty sure the trailer said only the wild area. There are these stone wheels, stone circle pieces things on the ground with red beams shooting from them. 4 players can team up to take on one giant OP Pokemon. Basically a totem Pokemon on steroids. I'm not the biggest fan of raid battles. I never have been. Doesn't matter if it's Pokemon, Dragalia Lost, or any sort of MMORPG. It's just not my thing. Maybe I don't like working on a team. I don't know. But I just don't trust myself to make the right decision. But it's great for Pokemon Go fans. They love that kind of stuff, at least from what I've heard. That's a big reason why people are still playing the game, is not only to catch the Pokemon, but do the raid battles. Kudos to that. I'm glad they had some sort of integration in that way. And you know, please the Let's Go fans. Not Let's Go fans, the Go fans. But enough about Breath of the Wild ripoffs and Pokemon steroids. Let's get to the actual Pokemon. Wooloo, the sheep Pokemon. Not you, Mareep. Oh my beating heart. It is so adorable. I usually don't like the beginning normal type Pokemon, except for Centrant and Bidoof. But Wooloo has woolooed my heart. It's just so soft, so squishy, so round. It will be mine. I mean, do we even want it to evolve? I think it's perfect as it is. Yeah, it's gonna be weak as all get out, but it's my Wooloo. This is my baby. It's adorable. Gossifleur, the flowering Pokemon. This is another one of those typical flower grass type Pokemon that you see in most every gen. I do like the design, kinda has a feminine beauty to it. We can also see that it's part-time job at the flower shop. Hope they pay well. Eldegoss. It evolves from Gossifleur, typical flower grass type Pokemon. Since it's probably early game, I'm guessing it's gonna be relatively weak. But I do like the design of both forms. It's very good, very creative. Is it terrible that I want to blow all the seeds off its head like a dandelion? Just me. Also, I love the new evolution animation. Simple yet mystifying. Very good. Dreadnought, the bite Pokemon. Definitely a rock snapping turtle. There's no hiding the influence there. I wasn't too sure about it when I first saw it, but now I kind of like it, you know? I mean, the design's kind of grown on me. It's a good guy. Good Pokemans. Water Rock could prove useful throughout the game, although definitely not for the first gym. That's a no-no for Dreadnought. Although we don't know when you actually get Dreadnought. It may be later on in the game, or who knows. I don't think it's too early, but who knows. What would really make me happy with this one if it has a good evolution, if anything at all. I mean, it could be this could be its final form, or you know, it has no evolution, but I'm hoping it's gonna have something really cool. Corviknight. This design looks sick. A black armored bird? Freaking awesome. It's also huge compared to other bird Pokemon. It's like 7'3". Way taller than I'll ever be. It makes you wonder if this is like a final form of evolution tree, or if it's just its own Pokemon. Personally, I think this is a final evolution and that there's actually a pre-evolution before this, but I could be wrong. I'm kind of hoping that's the case, but we'll see. I think the big reason why they showed Corviknight is because of the taxi. Once again, showing that HMs are a thing of the past. I know it's a silly thing to keep bringing up, but HMs have scarred me emotionally for a long time now, so it's great to have them gone. Bye-bye. See you later. Don't need you around. I got a Raven taxi. A lot of people saying they're gonna put Corviknight on their team. And maybe I will, especially if it's, a good option at the time. But I'm a bit disappointed that it's a flying steel type. Granted, we don't have other flying steel types besides Skarmory, but based on its design, I was kind of hoping for a dark steel. We don't have too many of that. Alas, it is flying. But I guess flying steel is a fairly good typing, so fine, you can have it. And of course, they already showed the 3 starters, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. It's really hard for me to decide right now. A lot of people were able to decide just right off the bat, but I always have to see their final forms before I commit. Maybe that's a little low of me, but anyway, Grookey I'm probably not going to choose just because I'm not a monkey fan. Monkeys, they're an animal in the animal kingdom, and I respect that. Close cousins of ours, I suppose. Maybe chimpanzees and whatnot, but just monkeys in general, I'm not a huge fan of. I just get this dirty sense. I know that's rude to monkeys everywhere, but yeah, did dirty. Don't throw poop at me, please. So it's between Scorbunny and Sobble. The reason why I'm just not full on Team Scorbunny because I love its design, I love its energy, and I like fire type. I'm worried it's gonna be firefighting. I know it's a broken record. Everybody's worried about it. But it's just so easy. It's easy for them to try to do it. But maybe this will be another fake out like with Incineroar. And that's what I'm hoping. But Sobble is a very, very, very close second. Actually, they're neck and neck. It's not, no one's leading right now between Scorbunny and Sobble. Sobble is adorable. I love how cute it is and how it has so much anxiety. And its tears can be used to cripple its enemies. But I don't know what its final form is going to be. Like, what is this thing going to turn into? What's your typing? I need to know that before I commit. Man, I sound so low. The last thing they showed Pokemon-wise were the legendaries in all their derpy wolf glory. I'm so mad my joke came true. Zacian the sword wolf and Zamazenta the shield wolf. Woof. I'm not a huge fan of their design. In fact, they might be the first box art legendaries that I just don't like. They're not terrible, but they don't look particularly creative either. Not to poo-poo on anybody's creativity, but how do I put this? It reminds me of Lycanroc, except bigger and spray painted a different color. And then they gave him a sword, or gave him a really cool mane do. But I will count my blessings. At least it wasn't an actual sword with a wolf head. Thank goodness. Moving on to the most important section, characters. It's obviously not the most important sections, but I called it that anyway, so we're moving on. The main characters, the main protagonists, look great. They have good customization, the designs are good. A lot of people put shame on the guy character design. I don't know why. I mean, I think he looks pretty good. I'd wear that outfit. Like, that's a normal outfit. Some of those outfits, like in Gen 5, are you kidding me? No one's gonna go out looking like that. Goodness. I mean, I love Gen 5 and all, but those clothes were just not... They weren't in style. They weren't ever in style. Here in Galar region, the boy character, he looks pretty good. I like his hat, and I kind of like his hipster style. But, it's not atrocious. And he has personality based on the cutscenes we've seen. I think it's a viable option compared to previous ones. But in the end, I'll probably pick the girl because I want that hat. It's so cute. And she's just cute. Okay, there's something wrong with me, so we're moving on. Leon, the champion of the league. Talk about gaudy. I mean, just look at his outfit. It's horrendous. Who said this is a good idea? I'm not talking about designers. The character designers. They made a good choice. I think that this adds a lot of personality to this person, to Leon. But I just want to know who in the Pokemon universe was like, Leon, baby, you want to know how to make sure everyone knows that you're the king of football? You got to put on your football outfit, everything, your tights, your shorts, and then you got to put on this cape. And the cape won't get in the way. No. The cape completes the ensemble. It's like a mix between football and royalty. I guess they're trying to go for the England inspiration there. But my gosh, it is so ugly. What is going on with his beard? It's like he was going to shave but changed his mind halfway through. Definitely a fashion statement if I've ever seen one. Also, he has a Charizard, which makes me wonder if that armored evolution rumor thing is real. And makes me worried. I really don't want to see that armored evolution. But the fact that he has a Charizard and that rumor specifically stated there was an armored Charizard, it gets me worried, okay? Just throwing it out there. Why would they choose a Charizard? Like, come on. I like Charizard and all, but a little too much love. Hop. Hop is the new How. Seems like a genuinely sincere kid, but not painfully cheery like How. It's the rival who picks your weak starter. You know, he's gonna be a friend to you. He's not gonna try to take your lunch money or anything like that. He's your best friend, probably since birth. Actually, no, you probably moved here. Never mind, I take that back. But he's your new friend, your new rival. Good guy, great with kids, probably. How old are we, by the way? I don't know. Hop's probably our same age, and Hop looks like he's in his teens. Maybe they're 15 or 16 in this game. The website says that he's one of your rivals, so here's hoping you have another good character rival. I mean, they don't have to be a jerk, you know. I mean, everyone wants a jerk, but maybe we just need a good character. Please let it be a jerk. Professor Magnolia. The new professor who keeps the tree name tradition. I like it. Old lady. Haven't had an old professor since Oak, I don't think. Looking back, I don't think any of those people can be considered old. That's nice to have. She focuses on Dynamax research, which makes a lot of sense because usually the professor focuses on the key element of the game. Good design. She's a stern, intelligent-looking grandma. Professor McGonagall, is that you? Professor McGonagall? No. I'm Professor Magnolia. Close, but no. Sonia. New waifu bait right here. They knew what they were doing. They knew it. And boy, are people biting. You thirsty people, you. She's got a cute design, very adult looking. I love the teal or aquamarine or whatever you call that color. Oh, it looks so good. I want her to wear the glasses, dang it. Her cute factor would go through the roof if she put on those glasses. Just saying. I also want to call her Sophia for some reason. I don't know why. But I'll fix that. I won't let that slip. It's Sonia, not Sophia. She's studying something secret for her grandmother Magnolia. What that is still a mystery. But I imagine it might have something to do with Dynamax, maybe a certain form for it, or a whole new mechanic entirely. Sonia is also childhood friends with Leon. So you know what that means. She's legal, boys! I almost forgot about our new gym leader, Milo. Oh my gosh! That's not healthy. I see no difference between these two picks. He brings up several questions. How many Pokemon will the first gym leader have? Are there other trainers in this gym? Are steroids legal in the Galar region? God save the queen. Last thing I'll mention is the direct calls him a gym leader, not gym master. There was a supposed deleted tweet going around about gym masters, but I guess we can confirm that's a fake now, or at least a typo. Either way, we have our first gym leader, Milo, who's a grass type gym leader. Kinda like having grass as the first one. My hype is 10 times stronger than it was after seeing this trailer. I was certain open world features and free camera controls would never make it to Gen 8, but here we are. There's so much more I wish I could study in this direct. If only I had the time, then I could really get to know what the trailer has to offer. And Sonia. But alas, with E3 soon upon us, time is fleeting. In the meantime, as we eagerly wait for more Pokemon news, let us enjoy E3 2019. The news will surely begin to ramp up a few weeks or so after E3. Thankfully, we have a ton of new games to keep us busy during that time. Please play Fire Emblem. Please. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Sonia. Body pillow. Search. And pre-order. What do you mean you can't accept any more pre-orders? Thank you so much for watching. Are you excited for Pokemon Sword and Shield? Let us know in the comments below. I am personally so excited for E3. I can't wait. I'm going to be at the show this year. Again, just as a regular attendee, not anything special. So if you see me there, I guess you won't be able to recognize me. Goodbye, you good people.